How about the other two teams in the AFC North? The Browns and the Bengals. Pat Shurmur taking over as the Browns head coach. Colt McCoy officially the starting quarterback. Andy Dalton, the fifth quarterback taken in this year's draft, getting his first start. First quarter, Dalton to last year's first-round pick, Jermaine Gresham. 22 yards to the Browns 6.
Nice job. Pump fake to the right side. You saw right there, holding that safety, pulling that safety over.
Young quarterback likes a good tight end, right?
It always
Where's that
helps.
guy? There he is.
Good throw.
Helps.
Putting it in a spot for Gresham to catch it.
And he dropped one early in the game also. That was a big play from Dalton.
Second quarter, Cincinnati leading 13-0. Do you kick it to Josh Cribbs? Answer here was yes. 51 yards out to the 53-yard line.
I think you're going to see a lot of these great return guys catching the ball 6, 7, 8 yards deep and bringing it out this year.
I think so.
Colt McCoy rolling right, setting up, coming back across the field. Well-designed play. Nice job of hanging on to that one.
Great job.
Browns down 13-7.
Colt, one of the guys that I wanted to see whether it was real or not from what we saw in the preseason.
This is real. Mohamed Massaquoi slips behind the Bengal defense. The Bengals 5.
Well, you saw pretty much the two big plays from Colt today, just 19 of 40 for 213.
One of those 19 completions fits it into Evan Moore for a 2-yard score.
I think he's going to be a solid quarterback. I know he lacks some of the prototypical big arm NFL quarterback traits.
Drew Brees doesn't have a big arm either. He's got plenty.
Dalton looking for the 4th overall pick. A.J. Green, little high, incomplete, crushed. Dalton was hurt on that play, would be checked out by the team doctors, attempted to throw on the sideline afterward, but did not return with an apparent right wrist injury. Browns up 14-13 at halftime.
They hit up in this league.
Yes, so.
Bruce Gradkowski will get the call.
Fourth quarter, Bengals down 17-13. There is the right wrist and the right hand.
You can tape up on offensive lineman's hand like
quarterback's right hand.
Right hand? No, probably not.
Gradkowski dumps it off to fullback Brian Leonard, picks up 22 yards to the Cleveland 40. 3 plays later, it's 3rd down and 11 at the Browns 41. And Gradkowski catches the Browns defense off guard.
This can't happen. If you're a Browns team that's looking to take that next step, you're facing a Bengals team that's in complete rebuilding mode. You cannot have these types of mistakes.
Absolutely not.
They had to be licking their chops at the opportunity, and I understand it's good rivalry, at an opportunity
to
start 1-0.
Absolutely.
One last chance for the Browns, 4th and 8. McCoy under pressure, balls out.
Don't throw it to the guy wearing double nickels.
That's correct. Said Benson.
About said with 121 rushing yards today.
I'm sure he's glad he went to the clink, took care of all that little problem he had.
I was going to say,
39-yard touch.
Guy can play. Just
Bengals come from behind to win 27-17.
Cincinnati with a shocking Week 1 win. Andy Dalton was hurt for much of the week. He is ready to roll in Denver. Kyle Orton hearing the, Horton hears a Tebow, right, in Denver. It's 10-3 Denver. Eric Decker, who's emerging as a threat at wide receiver for Denver. 25-yard touchdown, 17-3 is your score. It's 17-15 in the fourth quarter. Kyle Orton to who else? Eric Decker.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Did they just hit each other? Did those defensive backs just hit each other?
Sort of. Yep.
You know, Max Zimmer let them have it.
That's the guy for them. Kyle Orton does a heck of a job.
Next Cincinnati possession, though, Andy Dalton marched him right down. Dalton, A.J. Green, glimpse of the future, booth review.
There's a game changer right there, A.J. Green.
Play stood as called. Touchdown stands.
Back shoulder fake.
24-22 is your score. Next Bengals possession. After a Denver 3-and-out, Dalton marching down the field. A.J. Green, move. 22-yard gain. Nice play.
You been Carson Palmer watching this game?
4th and 19 from the 43-yard line. Last chance saloon, though, for the Cincinnati Bengals. Down by 2. 36 to go. Dalton to Green, incomplete. Nice effort by the Bengals on the road, but the Broncos get their first win of the year.
49ers, Bengals.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we
sure?
do. Alex Smith against Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, every bit as impressive as Cam Newton for the first 2 weeks, and starts off well also.
Andre Caldwell, 14-yard gain, and that drive would have ended the field goal. Bengals leading 3-0. Bengals defense. First quarter, Alex Smith under pressure, nowhere to go with it. Jonathan Fanene, 5-yard sack.
The old Alex Smith would have thrown that up for grabs.
Would you stop?
It's the new
Would you
improved
Oh, God.
Alex Smith.
They need to call David Garrard yesterday. Get on the phone.
Is there a hotter button issue
David
than whether or not
Garrard.
Alex Smith can eventually develop into a quarterback you can win with?
It's over.
What is Jim Harbaugh supposed to do right now?
Andy Dalton didn't see that one coming. Ahmad Brooks,
Lost his
8-yard
helmet.
loss.
You really can't tell, though, because of the red hair, can you, whether or not he's wearing the helmet
That's
still?
true. That's true.
Third quarter, Niners down 3-0. Smith to Vernon Davis, 39 yards. That was a nice
horrible
football.
throw. That was just a horrible throw, wasn't it, Jamie?
You know, last I checked, you had to put games together.
He's completing 70-some% of his passes
For
like
2.7 yards per completion.
attempt. Yeah, I know.
That's a 10-yard completion for 6, Jamie.
Yeah, but he was out of the back of the end zone, so that was just a highlight. Because we didn't have any highlights, they just threw that in there.
That was a good catch, though.
It was a Crabtree, first-round pick.
Canadian football, that would have been a score.
Absolutely.
You can watch Canadian football on Saturdays, right?
We're here all the time.
Nice, Tom.
Absolutely.
Fourth quarter, score tied at 3. Frank Gore up the middle, stripped by Ray.
I mean, really, at this point, can't the league just cancel this game?
Too late, it started.
It
We
already
got to finish
started.
that thing off.
Maluga strips him. It's recovered by Jonathan Fanene. Ensuing Niners possession. 10th play of the drive, the rookie out of Oklahoma State, Kendall Hunter.
Wow.
Dashing in, extra point gives the Niners a 10-6 lead. Cincinnati's next possession. Dalton looking for Andre Caldwell, but that is Carlos Rogers.
He was looking for Carlos Rogers.
Yeah, and
Carlos was clearly broke on the route. Did a good job of breaking to the flat there.
Rookie quarterback, you know there are going to be rocky moments like that.
Wow, that was just a little bit behind him. Picked off by Reggie Smith.
But I think the Bengals in total have to feel good with what they've seen from Andy Dalton through 3 weeks.
I agree.
Also a team in total rebuild mode.
Play reviewed, and the ball never touched the ground. That is a pick by Reggie Smith after the Niners took a safety, cutting the lead to 13-8. Ball goes to...
Here, we're going to pitch this around, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to play the fumble game. Well, the fumble game didn't last a long time there.
So, show you how bad this game was. They actually showed that highlight,
Yeah.
too.
How about Jim Harbaugh, 2-1 to start his career as the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. And his team may not be the most talented team in the world, but I can tell you this, Jim Harbaugh will coach them up and coach them up well.
49ers 2-1, as Tom pointed out, 5-point win in Cincinnati.
3 undefeated teams to start the day in Cincinnati, where Ryan Fitzpatrick and company, the Bills had won 10 straight against the Bengals. Tied up at 3. Andy Dalton looking for Andre Caldwell. It's picked off by Brian Scott. Kind of a fluke play. 43 yards for 6.
It's a heads-up play. Now he's around the ball. He's hustling to the ball, and he gets the tip drill prime. That's an easy touchdown for him.
You see the corner behind him clapping his hands as if he's telling him to pitch him the ball.
Right.
Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? Hold on, bro. This is my moment.
All right, 17-3. Bengals down now, and it's Dalton. A.J. Green. This kid's balling.
Man, and this is why they drafted A.J. Green, first receiver, and this guy goes up and get a ball. This is what he did in Georgia. This is what his game is.
All right, led to a Mike Nugent field goal, 17-6, and now it's Dalton to Jermaine Gresham, 17 yards. Bengals down 17-13.
I really like the young nucleus of the Cincinnati Bengals with Dalton, Gresham, all of this young talent on that team.
1-13 now, 2nd and goal, and it's Dalton. Keeps it himself.
The quarterback drop by the kid from TCU.
You got something special when you have a quarterback that can throw the ball but capable of running for first downs and touchdowns as well.
52 seconds left on a 3rd and 3, and Dalton lays out. Pay no attention to the yellow line right there. It's in the wrong
Heads
spot.
up play. That's smart now. Get it out, reach.
This was
Made it by an inch. Well
This
done.
was the book on Andy Dalton from TCU. He's a smart player. He does what he needs to do to get the job done.
Gave him the spot, the first down, 36 seconds left, and it's Brian Leonard for 14 yards.
That's it. Shorten that field goal up.
4 seconds left now, and Mike Nugent on from 43 yards away, and Nugent knocks it down. So the Bengals come back. They hand the Bills their first loss of the season. They win at 23-20.
Ben Roethlisberger in his 8th season. We had rookie quarterbacks doing it in Jacksonville. Andy Dalton, the 35th overall pick. The 10th overall selection, Blaine Gabbert. First play of the game, Maurice Jones-Drew, 13 yards.
Great job by Blaine Gabbert tossing the ball. Yeah, that was a good pitch, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, good. That's why I'm being positive today.
Oh, okay.
Can be positive today.
Why?
Jones-Drew now with 10,000 all-purpose yards and a spin and a broken tackle and a touch.
Wow.
What you call earning 6 right there, isn't it?
6 carries, 42 yards. Jaguars up 7-0. Bengals with the ball now. Plenty of time for Andy Dalton working it down the right side
That's
to A.J.
third
Green.
17, isn't it? Third 17?
Yeah.
Third 17.
Good play on
Converting third 17. There aren't many calls to make on third 17.
Give it to A.J. Green. All tied at 7. Second quarter. Looking for A.J. Green once again, but this is Dwight Lowry.
Yeah.
Floater.
Well, rookie mistake.
Yeah, young guy. You got to have the right kind of arm.
Oh,
nice
my.
Andy Dalton making the play.
Led to a Josh Scobie field goal, and the Jaguars led 10-7. A couple of Jacksonville possessions later. 1st and 10, give it back to Maurice Jones-Drew. Let him do his thing for 25 yards.
Well, this is the offense in Jacksonville.
How was he not down there?
Well, he looked down to me.
He's part of the offense. I like what I saw out of the young kid.
That's down. Now watch. He goes down because he was touched or hit by a Cincinnati defender.
Play was not reviewed.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's on them.
Well, he was. I
not
mean,
their
officials are human too. They make mistakes.
Exactly. That thing was moving so fast. You see
Led
it?
to a field goal, made it 13-7. Pump fake, flush to the right. Find your tight end, Jermaine Gresham. Bengal touchdown.
Roll right, throw left.
That's right.
Rookie quarterback. That usually equates to danger.
How about this?
Wow.
Mike Nugent pushing to the right. Score tied at 13 at halftime. Into the fourth quarter now. Jacksonville trailing 16-13. This is 2nd down 14. Blaine Gabbert off the play action. Stepping up and finding Jason Hill. Wow. Only guy in the picture.
Yeah.
Problem is that ball should have come out about 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, blown
did you
coverage.
have to see it that wide open before you? I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's a blown coverage.
Wow.
Where's my safety help?
Not there.
That's what the corner's saying. Where's my safety help? Corner's playing zone defense. Looked like the safety may have been playing man on somebody else.
Okay, so Jaguars leading 20-16. Cincinnati now 4th and 6. Jermaine Gresham been showing up in a lot of highlights last couple weeks.
Big, tall body.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no Jacksonville defender that's going to be able to go up and get that.
And if you think about, they have some of the best young skill in this league right now.
They do?
Bernard Scott, 2-yard touch. Cincinnati leading now 23-20. Next Jacksonville drive. 3rd down and 1 on the Jaguars 42.
There's the snap I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
It can't happen.
Yeah, it can't.
Wasn't necessarily a bad snap. Gabbert just wasn't looking ready for it.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to drive 30, 40 yards, kick the field goal to tie and go into overtime. If not, score the touchdown and win. Just can't have that happen.
Well, then you got
to recover it.
Yeah, you got to.
Jacksonville did get one final chance, facing 1st and 10 on their own 14.
This isn't going to go well.
No, Gabbert to Jason Hill. You know what's coming. All the pitches and the
what's
flips.
coming is a turnover.
Yeah.
That's really awful right there.
Looks like what Ronnie Brown was doing on the goal line last week in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's how it comes to an end. Right there.
Bengals get a little extra 7.
Yeah, double-digit victory. 30-20 in Andy Dalton and his Bengals.
My guess has to be that Cincinnati defense still ranked number 1 in yards allowed. Wouldn't you think after playing Jacksonville?
Colts have won 7 in a row against Cincinnati, but it's a different story this year without Peyton Manning. Curtis Painter has 4 touchdown passes. This is his 3rd career start. Throws one right to Dallas Clark, who's on his feet, but he's going to lose the ball, and the Bengals jump on it. An excellent break for Cincinnati's defense early on in the game. Fighting for extra yards, Clark has the ball stripped. Cincinnati's defense comes up with the big play. Could they take advantage of it? Play action fake. Dalton rolling to his right. He will look and find Jermaine Gresham, a pickup of 13 yards to the 31. 5 plays later, a 3rd and 4. Dalton, plenty of time, fades one into the end zone. A.J. Green goes up and makes the grab. His 4th touchdown catch of the season. Rookie to rookie, getting it done once again for the Bengals. They're up 7-0 at home. On to the second quarter. The handoff goes to Donald Brown. He hits the sidelines, turns it up, and waltzes into the end zone. A score from 18 yards away for the 3rd-year player from UConn ties the game at 7. 2 possessions later for Cincinnati. A 1st and 20 on the slant route. That's Jerome Simpson. He breaks free for the first down. Simpson would go on for a big game, and that would lead to a field goal, so Cincinnati goes up 10-7. Now, Pat McAfee's punt to Brandon Tate. He will take it. The former Patriot takes it 33 yards to the 48. A nice big return. He got a nice block by Cedric Pearman on the play to help spring him free. Give them a nice gain on the punt return. 2 plays later, a 2nd and 5. Dalton looking downfield for Jerome Simpson, again making the big play, a 32-yard gain down to the 15. So 5 plays later, they're at the 1 on a 2nd and goal. Cedric Benson basically untouched into the end zone. Cincinnati at home up 17-7. Who saw this one coming? So the Colts down 20-10. Could Curtis Painter bring them back? 2nd and 5, looking end zone, and guess what? That's a pass interference called on Morgan Trent. The pass intended for Pierre Garçon sets up a 1st and goal at the 1. 3 plays later, a 3rd and goal. Play action fake, back of the end zone. Tallis Clark redeeming himself for the fumble with the one-handed touchdown grab. A perfect touchdown catch by Clark. You're going to see that one on the highlight shows on NFL.com throughout the week. Bengals up 20-17 now after that. So Cincinnati, they would end up with Indianapolis getting the ball back, attempting a field goal to tie it. And that 52-yard attempt by Adam Vinatieri gets blocked. They bobbled the snap, so he winds up with the low kick, and it gets tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it goes wide. So Curtis Painter gets the ball back again, and he will have 2.5 minutes to make it work and see if he can set up another potential time field goal. But again, another mistake. They wind up with Carlos Dunlap making the play. He will take it all the way into the end zone. So the Colts go from potentially driving to tie the game or taking the lead to ending up losing it on that play. Pierre Garçon ends up fumbling it, and Carlos Dunlap scores the touchdown. Cincinnati with the win. It's now 4-2.
And they needed that. All right, now to the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Seattle for 12th man. How about Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis doing their thing? Looking to go 5-2.
Who are they kicking it to, Brian?
Adam
here?
Jones is back, Brian.
Are we showing this?
Baby's back! I'm going to dump that kid. I love him to life. He's honest. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's atoning for his mistakes. Beautiful baby girl. Go pack. I'm proud of you, man. Watch that hamstring get shot.
The punter got him.
That hamstring gone. The hamstring is shot. Come on, Pack.
Adam Jones off the pup list and inserted right into the lineup. And from there, Andy Dalton says, I got it.
Oh, this rookie now is sharp. He can shoot it in there. He's playing with great confidence.
Like that young kid, Dalton.
It's Jerome Simpson there, 10-0. Bengals on top. Charlie Whitehurst roughed up by Chris Crocker. And so Whitehurst, woozy. And so here comes Tavares Jackson, who had the strained pec. But it's back to Dalton. Steps up. And it's A.J. Green, the rookie.
This combination, we talked about it this morning, might be the best combination ever with rookie quarterback and receiver.
Ever?
Prime time nominee there. Nice
Nice for a pump.
They call that a fourth pump.
Nice for a pump. That's an in, go.
Great,
and that was a great
call.
job.
Receiver against the safety.
One-on-one with the safety. You want that, coach.
Bengals on top 17-3, 17-6 in the fourth. Marshawn Lynch gets it from 2 away. So they went for 2, didn't get it. 17-12. Lynch, TD on the day.
We only showed you this for 1 or 2 reasons.
Another punt.
Brandon Tate takes it at his own 44, and Tate is gone. 56 yards for the touchdown, his first career punt return for a TD. And how about Andy Dalton?
Where's that 12 man y'all talking about?
And the red rifle. And don't forget about the Cincinnati Bengals, also in the AFC North. Andy Dalton, the rookie from Cincinnati. Bengals are over their first 5-game winning streak since '88. Matt Hasselbeck leading the Titans 7-3 here. And it's Hasselbeck to Damian Williams. Williams just lets his body fall. Beautifully done.
Great balance. Nice location of the throw, high and in the back of the end zone where only he can get it. Come on down with your feet.
Man, Swanish.
Titans on top 10-7. 14 seconds left in the half here. And it's Hasselbeck to a wide open Lavelle Hawkins. Hasselbeck's done a nice job.
I was about to say that. He really is doing a pretty good job in Tennessee.
272 yards, a couple TDs, 17-7 Titans on top. Third quarter, Andy Dalton to Jerome Simpson. That's a touchdown.
Let's throw for a young guy, Coach, right in the middle of it all.
It's a confident throw because there's some traffic there, and he says, I can get it in there.
Fourth quarter now. Same score, 17-14. Dalton, A.J. Green.
There's your youngster right there, A.J. Green.
You can see that combination, Coach. They love each other. They love to play together.
And here's more of it, Michael. He had 7 catches for 83 yards.
Yeah, young kid, man, talking to him this week, man, he's just such a fascinating, extraordinary, great leader and a wonderful receiver.
James McCourty and Michael Griffin are shaking up. Both will be okay. Prime Dalton, Andre Caldwell. Bengals on top.
Bengals are playing football. Hats off to Mike Zimmer, defensive coordinator, for keeping this team in the game.
21-17 now. Hasselback hits Jared Cook. But Nate Clements rips that rock out of there, recovers the fumble for the Bengals, and led to a Mike Nugent field goal.
Yeah, that defense stripping the ball now. They're smart, they're well coached, and they're very aggressive.
Zimmer.
7 seconds left here. Bengals on top, 24-17. Hasselback, he finds Lavelle Hawkins. But Lavelle, you got to.
Hey, the band is on the field.
You got to catch the rock, buddy.
You got to find Chris Johnson.
And Hawkins is dropped. And so the Bengals, they've got 5 straight victories for the first time since 1988. Cincinnati Bengals are riding high.
They're a baller.
Right now, when the day started, they were the #1 seed in the AFC. Big Ben Roethlisberger coming off a franchise record 3 straight 300-yard games. Roethlisberger.
See, I love that.
Look at him extend the play.
Alive to Jericho Cotchery, coach.
I like this. Look at this. This is 3rd and 10 on the +17 red zone. You got Nate Clemens and Jonathan Fanini coming off the edge, and you go the pump fake with Ben, up and out release, and all of a sudden now Ray Mauluga has got to make a decision. Does he stay in coverage, or does he come up and tackle Big Ben? He comes up, and Jericho Cotchery is wide open for Ben to deliver the football for a 17-yard touchdown throw. This is easy, Ben. He says, come on up and get me, Ray, and I'm going to pop it over the top for an easy touchdown. That's how you start a football game.
Like nobody else.
Good job, Coach. Roethlisberger just doesn't look like he'd be able to be that elusive at that size. Miller takes a shot from Reggie Nelson.
Nice shot right there.
Oh, way to hold on to
And he
the
landed
ball
with the
right
shoulder. Clean hit.
there. Way to hold on to the
Rashard
ball.
Mendenhall scored a 2-yard touchdown later, 14-0. How about the kid, though, from TCU, the red rifle?
Yeah, got
Lays it
that
up for
rookie
A.J.
quarterback,
Green.
that rookie receiver. A.J. Green, go up and get it.
That hurt.
Oh, man, I was so
Mike.
worried about this kid right here. That's exactly how I lost my ACL. When he says he's fine, Coach, I know you talked to him. I talked to him also. He said
Hyperextended.
X-rays are negative.
That's good news, and he'll be
Snatches the
back
ball away
soon.
from Polamalu and Ryan Clark.
We love that dude there, man.
Steelers on the next possession here. This ball should have been caught.
Yeah.
But Leon Hall is there for the pick. It led to a Mike Nugent field goal. So the Bengals clawing themselves back into this game, 14-10. Bengals defense, guys, pretty good.
Yeah, Mike Zimmer, defensive coordinator, is leading his 5th-ranked defense, and they're causing turnovers. They're getting sacks. They're getting to the ball. This team is making noise.
Roethlisberger harassed all day, sacked 5 times. He was hit 13 times. But he went to the young fellow, Antonio Brown, to help bail him out here on a 3rd and 19. Roethlisberger to Brown.
That's what
Prime
you're talking
time
about.
nominee right there.
What do you ask your quarterback? You say, give me an opportunity. What does the receiver have to do? He has to answer the call. That's what Brown did.
1st and 20. Roethlisberger to Brown
Let's do this some
again.
more. Let's keep moving the chain, baby.
His attitude.
A youngster from Central Michigan.
That's what we live for as wide
Field goal,
receiver.
17-10 at the break. How about this throw from Dalton
Pop it up over the top. What a perfect throw with great touch.
to
Nice.
Jermaine Gresham?
Nice young
Bengals tied
talent.
up at 17.
A lot of young talent.
We
in
have a ball
Cincinnati.
game.
Shipley, Gresham. I'm telling you, man, I like that dude.
The Bengals pull this off. Rashard Mendenhall from 9 yards away.
Breaking tackles on his way to pay dirt.
It's his 2nd touchdown of the game, 24-17. 4th quarter, 3:59 left. 2nd and 3 here. Here's Cedric Benson. Benson with a nice cut right there.
He's been running the ball really physically this year.
2:33 left. Bengals driving.
That's one of those good games.
2nd and 9, Dalton.
Oh! Wait, no. He's waiting there.
It's gonna
Dick
happen with a
LeBeau's
young
defense
quarterback.
is going to fool you. He's really hard on rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, rookie.
There's A.J. Green.
Night. Ravens
That's my guy.
taking on the Bengals.
Yeah,
A.J.
that's my
Green out.
guy,
Ray
too.
Lewis out. Second quarter, Ravens are down 7-0. Joe Flacco with plenty of time on the rollout to Anquan Bolden.
Oh, what a play.
Watch him finish the route here. Bam!
Yeah. And we talked about this. Get Anquan the ball around the middle of the field. Kurt Warner said it. He played with him. That's where he's danger.
35 yards for the touchdown. Deep threat, Torrey Smith.
We see this week in and week out. All he does is go deep, but he continuously get deep. How does he do this?
Ray Lewis loving it. Ray Rice gets in for the 1-yard touchdown. Ravens on top 14-7. Score at the break, third quarter now. And it's Ray Rice busting right up the middle.
Watch these little legs. Watch these little legs.
Rice German.
He can go.
Go get him back by bust. 2 hamstrings trying to run him down.
59 yards for Rice. It led to a Billy Cundiff field goal. Rice, his first career 100-yard rushing performance against the Bengals. 17-7, 17-14 now. Tell you what.
Receiver stops on the route.
Yeah, you got to run the route now. You got to keep coming now.
Great
Andy
strip,
Dalton
though.
now.
Great strip.
Picked off by Jimmy Smith. Ball's knocked out.
The referee.
And Ron Winter.
Okay, Ron, get out of the way, Ron.
You know what? Ron Winter gets up, though. Watch him. He's in the neck. He's not shying away from contact. He did not make a business decision. And just he's going prime time. Ron Winter is going prime time.
Shake it off, Ron.
I'll tell y'all the whole play.
It is shake it off. Dalton. Finding out what it's like to go against the top teams in the AFC North, picked off by Ladarius Webb.
And that's without Ray Lewis playing. And he's the quarterback of that defense.
A little wide right there, man, but I like Andy Dalton.
3 interceptions on the day for Dalton. And Joe Flacco, if it ain't broke, to a streaky Torrey Smith.
Not again. Pattern. Split the 2 deep safeties. That was too easy off the play action pass. Nice throw, Joe Flacco to Torrey Smith.
Drop right
going deep.
And so here comes Dalton with a nice pass here to Andre Caldwell. Remember, A.J. Green is out at 49 yards. This time he beats Smith, so it's 31-21. And then later it's Dalton looking for Gresham. It's called a touchdown.
That's a.
He has possession. He has his feet in as he crosses the goal line. But the entire process, he loses the ball right there when he hits the ground.
It's what we saw with Calvin Johnson week 1 a year ago.
I know it.
Has to maintain a control as he's falling to the ground. So no touchdown. Dalton up top to Simpson. 43 yards, so the Bengals are in business. Simpson at 8 catches, 152 yards.
You're talking about a team with a lot of young talent and a team to watch out for. That's the Cincinnati Bengals.
Second and goal. Terrell Suggs.
That's some old talent right there.
And Dalton called for intentional grounding.
Strength. What a man right there. That's a man. He understands he's playing a man's game right now. He's trying to get rid of the ball. I give him credit for the effort.
There's no such thing as a horse collar on a quarterback in the pocket. And then Dalton hit again by Pernell McPhee.
What a game.
And so the Ravens hold on 31-24.
Cincinnati has won 5 of the last 6 meetings against the Browns. Peyton Hillis active today after being out since week 6 with a hamstring injury. Colt McCoy on a 3rd and 10 opening quarter, and he hits Jordan Norwood for a 24-yard touchdown to put the Browns up 7-0. The first career touchdown for Jordan Norwood. Bengals on the ensuing possession to give to Cedric Benson. He's got some blockers out in front of him, makes a nice move, takes it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 33 on the play for Benson. And then 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. They give it to Benson. Did he get in? The Browns are saying no, he did not. And so are the referees. Cedric Benson stopped on a 4th and goal. Cincinnati went for the touchdown, and they did not get it. Big stand for Cleveland's defense. Next possession for them, they would get it back. Cedric Benson takes it into the end zone for a 16-yard score, and they make up for not getting it before Benson. Tied the game at 7. He had 106 rushing yards in the game. Ensuing Browns possession, they give it to Peyton Hillis. He goes up the middle for 10. That was a 2nd and 9, so he picks up the first down. It would lead to a field goal. Browns go up 10-7. Then 3 possessions later, Andy Dalton in trouble, and he is sacked. He loses the football, and the Browns recover. Scott Paxson is able to fall on the football. A huge play for Cleveland's defense because they take over at the 14 right before halftime. 2nd and goal, they have a chance to make Cincinnati pay, and they do just that. Colt McCoy's 2nd touchdown pass of the game. That's to Greg Little. Browns up 17-7 at the half. 3rd quarter, up 20-10. Andy Dalton looking down the sideline, underthrows his man, but it was a nice catch by A.J. Green. A 35-yarder. He was pushed out of bounds at the 22. Then the next play, Dalton back to pass. Lost one. End zone. Gresham makes the grab. Jermaine Gresham with the nice catch in the end zone. And now Cincinnati is only down by 3. Gresham 68 yards in the game. 4th quarter, Browns with the football. To open up the 4th quarter, McCall rolling to his right, and he is hit as he throws. Reggie Nelson is there for the interception at the 46, and the Bengals would turn that into a field goal, so they tie up the game. 3 possessions later for Cincinnati, still a tie game. This is after Phil Dawson missed a field goal, and on a 3rd and 7 to A.J. Green. Can he get into the end zone? Pushed out of bounds, but he picked up 51 yards on a key 3rd and 7 conversion. A.J. Green takes it all the way down to the 2, making a leaping grab in traffic, and that would set up a field goal by Mike Nugent. So Cincinnati goes up 23-20. Last chance for the Browns. 4th down pass to Josh Cribbs, and it is broken up by Kelly Jennings. Cincinnati comes from behind after trailing in the game to win it at home 23-20. And Andy Dalton had 270 passing yards. Steelers won in Week 10 against Cincinnati, 24-17. Andy Dalton getting the call for Cincinnati. Rookie quarterback has 16 touchdown passes this season. Ben Roethlisberger trying to get his team off to a nice start. 2nd and 9 over the middle. And that is Antonio Brown, who's going to make a move towards the left sideline. Brown still on his feet. Finally brought down after a gain of 45 at the 15. Antonio Brown's longest reception of the season. Same drive onto the 2nd quarter. The give to Rashard Mendenhall stopped initially. He gets into the end zone for the score. Steelers up 7-0 at home against Cincinnati. Next drive for the Steelers, the play fake. Roethlisberger, he's going to look downfield. Intended for Mike Wallace, but he gets held up, and there is the flag. It's going to be pass interference called on Chris Crocker, who grabbed Mike Wallace's arm. Steelers get a 1st and 10 at the 20. So then 3 plays later, they have a 2nd and goal. They give the pitch to Mendenhall, and he's going to fight his way into the end zone. A 5-yard score for Rashard. Steelers up 14-0. His 2nd 2-touchdown game of the season. Ensuing kickoff, Brandon Tate trying to bring it out for Cincinnati, but he gets the ball stripped, and he loses it. Steelers jump on and get excellent field position. Pittsburgh already up 14-0 then. They make the play on special teams as Tate was hit in the arm by Stevenson Sylvester, and Emmanuel Sanders recovers. So 3 plays later, Roethlisberger, he's going to roll to his right, looks end zone for Mike Wallace, touchdown from 12 yards out. And he does the Usain Bolt. 21-0 Steelers with the lead. Nice rebound game for Wallace after his worst game of the season last week. He only had 2 catches for 17 yards. 2 touchdowns in this one. Bengals trying to bounce back, and Dalton finds Jermaine Gresham for a gain of 20. Sets up a 1st and 10 at the 50. Then, later on in the drive, Dalton, all kinds of time, rolling left, back into the end zone. A.J. Green is there, the rookie-to-rookie connection, doing it once again for the 7th time this season. But Cincinnati would end up punting close to halftime. Antonio Brown, he's going to make a move, gets past the punter. He's taking it down the sidelines to the house. The first career punt return for a touchdown for Antonio Brown. And the Steelers go into halftime leading 28-7. 28 points scored in that 2nd quarter, the most they've ever scored in a quarter. And then, in the 3rd quarter, Isaac Redmond getting it done. He runs for 27 yards up the middle to the 29. And then, 4 plays later, same drive. Roethlisberger throws quickly to Mike Wallace. He's going to make another man miss. Then, with the deke at the end zone, gets in there for the score. Wallace with 2 touchdowns in the game. 3 catches, 38 yards in all for Wallace. And then Cincinnati, just nothing going right for them. Andy Dalton brought down by James Harrison, his 3rd sack of the game. And so with Dalton getting beat up, Cincinnati would just put in Bruce Gradkowski to finish out the game.
All right, let's take you down now to Cincinnati. T.J. Yates making his second start for the Houston Texans. Didn't start out too well. Picked off here by Reggie Nelson. He was throwing it to him, wasn't he?
Yeah, he overthrew it. He'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, that got out of his hand.
Shake it off, T.J.
A lot of empty seats in Cincinnati, but those are the parents of T.J. Yates, John and Carol. Led to a 47-yard Mike Newton field goal.
This team got a chance in the playoffs. How are the empty seats?
Ben Tate up the middle, hit by Ray Maluga. Fumbles, and Maluga comes up with the recovery.
That was a defensive play right there.
Nice.
And that's a defensive play.
Bengals to take over, and now Marvin Lewis getting aggressive on a 4th and 3. 7 plays later, it's Andy Dalton to A.J. Green. Picks up the first down.
Rookie combination. We're going to see a lot of good things out of this combo.
Love A.J. Green, coach. Love him.
3rd and 3 here. It's Dalton to Jerome Simpson. Takes a lick, but holds on.
Nice young talent for the Cincinnati Bengals.
13-3, 10th straight game with a passing touchdown for Dalton. Second longest rookie streak to Peyton Manning. Manning at 13 and
Great
98.
Pickup.
Dalton sacked by Connor Barwin. Brooks Reed with the recovery.
This great defense makes plays now. They keep him in the game.
And now T.J. Yates, very comfortable.
Nice play action pass. When you run the football very well, like they do, your play action is going to have wide open receivers.
Joel Dreesen with the touchdown.
Is there anybody there?
Yates' parents, they like what they see. 16-10. 2:59 left. Bengals up 19-13.
Nice.
Bernard Scott.
Nice shuffle pass
Gets
right there.
loose. I thought this was a first down.
Looked like it.
Got a bad spot.
That's a horrible spot.
And there was no challenge on the spot. So a 4th and inches now from the 48. And the Texans get Mike McGlynn to flinch. And so now the Bengals have to punt. Well, that was pretty gutsy going forward on a 4th and inches. Parents can't bear to watch. 1:55 left. Yates to Owen Daniels. 8 yards and a first down to the 46.
2-minute drill for the Rook.
Making the plays when he needs to make.
46 seconds left, 3rd and 15. How about Tim Tebow scrambling here, huh?
Let him go.
Maybe not.
Get down. Save yourself.
But you know what? Get 17 yards in the first down.
There's a lot of seats open in Cincinnati.
Yates family ecstatic. And now Yates to Jacoby Jones, incomplete.
This is a bad call.
I thought so too. Adam Jones called for pass interference. You gotta let the guys battle for position.
The receiver pushed him. He grabbed his arm. The referee saw the last thing.
So that set up this. Yates and the Texans offense in perfect position to Kevin Walter for the touchdown.
Wow. Say what you will, man. A wonderful job by T.J. Yates taking his team down.
Look at NFL in motion here. Last chance saloon. We've got 2nd and goal. Tight end and inside receivers use up those linebackers now. Nice design of the play. And Kevin Walter will run right into the voided area for the easy completion right in front of T.J. That's play and catch. That wins the game 20-19. And the Texans go to the playoffs for the first time in club history.
Sam Bradford out for St. Louis, so that means Kellen Clemens is getting the start. A.J. Green, the rookie receiver for the Bengals, 891 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. First quarter, no score, and Dalton will go straight to work for A.J. Green deep, and he holds it in. But he is touched, and he is down after gaining 55 yards, extending for the bomb. A.J. Green with the sweet grab sets up a 1st and goal at the 2. Cincinnati in business. 2nd and goal. Dalton tries to throw the fade pattern, and Green comes up with the one-handed catch with his left hand, but he was not able to get both feet in, so it did not count. Still a nice catch. Cincinnati would settle for a field goal, going up 3-0 against St. Louis. And then their next possession, they do the throwback to Green, and he's able to break free. He takes it 30 yards all the way into St. Louis territory, setting up a 1st and 10 at the 41. Green with a big game, finished with 6 catches for 115 yards. On to the 2nd, Cincinnati still driving, but a 2nd and 21, and Dalton is picked off, tried to force a pass. Josh Gordy is there. Finally, he had to hurdle, and he was tripped after returning it 30 yards, sets up a 1st and 10 at the 48. Dalton tried to force that one, and it was picked off. 3rd and 3 for St. Louis, and Kellen Clemens is sacked in the backfield by Jonathan Fanene. Got him with a helmet-to-helmet hit, but the referees did not see it. They did not call a penalty, so St. Louis was forced to punt. 3 possessions later for Cincinnati, still up 3-0, now tied 3-3. And Dalton will go down the field. And there is a pass interference called on the Rams, but A.J. Green was hurt on the play. He tripped on his feet, stumbled over himself, and it looked like he hurt his right shoulder. So he landed hard on it. May have jammed it. He was taken to the locker room, but he would return in the second half. Rams went into halftime leading 6-3. Cincinnati did tie it up. So tied up at 6, late third quarter, the punt return. Brandon Tate breaks free down the sideline. He has to miss the punter and avoids him, but he does get pushed out of bounds. Still not before gaining 56 yards on the punt return. And it would lead to this, Cincinnati looking end zone. Dalton to A.J. Green. And Green falls hard on his shoulder once again. But there was a flag on the play, and 2 plays later, Cincinnati had a 2nd and goal. They give it to Bernard Scott, and he squeezes into the end zone for the touchdown. Only his 3rd career touchdown. Punctuates it with a spike in Cincinnati, starting to roll up 13-6. And then they give it to Cedric Benson this time. And he bowls over people for a gain of 15. Why not let him finish off the drive, huh? After getting that to work, they give it to him again. He bounces it out left side, gets around the end, into the end zone for the touchdown. Cincinnati goes up on the road in St. Louis, and they're able to pull off the win 20-13.
As for the Bengals, they needed to win to keep pace with the Jets, who were playing the Giants at the same time, against Arizona, which has cruised with John Skelton, 4-1 with John Skelton. They're 7-7 coming in this game against the 8-6 Bengals, who score first.
Give me that ball.
Nice grab by Jermaine Gresham.
Watch this young talent on this team. Some of the plays they made.
Skelton, this Bengals defense was all over him through the first half, 3/4 of this game, actually.
6th-ranked defense in the league.
Mike Zimmer, coordinator, head coaching.
3 interceptions for Skelton in the
Told
game.
you Zimmer had your back.
Next Bengals possession. Hold on to your hats, everybody. I'm telling you, greatest scoring lead ever.
This young team has talent.
Jerome Simpson leaps over Darrell Washington.
He's stuck it. You joking.
And sticks the landing. I want 3 replays of this one.
Let's look at it.
Here's Simpson. Look at this. It's Darrell Washington.
He take off from the.
That's a big dude he's jumping over.
From the 3.
Look at this. Beautiful. It's a top. It was a top.
Very loose.
I really like. You see how he brought both his legs together and he stuck them. He had them together. It was just a wonderful job.
We have to stop the sideline. I got to play Tom Bergeron here. Give me a score. What do you got?
I love the way both his feet came together to me. Right there. Good job.
Okay, I'm going to score him for the foul, the style, the fashion, the landing, the pizzazz, the creativity.
Creativity. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to grade him on degree of difficulty because that double gainer and he stuck his landing. It's a 10. Is that like Bruno?
That's just like Bruno.
And I'm going to Spinal Tap. I'm going to 11.
There's no 11.
It is 11.
I've never seen any.
Why you got one better? Why you got one better?
11. This thing goes to 11.
Why does Rich have to one better?
Live forever.
I had to top you. I'm not wearing a red suit. I got to do something to get noticed
Thomas everybody.
Let's go back to the highlights. I'll tell you what. Even though it was 17-0, even though it was now 23-0 with 11.5 minutes to go, this game was not over.
He won't quit. I bet you that.
He is score. Cardinals on the board.
Man paid twice.
23-7. Next Cardinals possession. 4th play of the drive. They're inside the 5. Jeff King. Here come the Birds. It's Skelton time. 23-14.
Hey, boy, that might be the quarterback right there.
It's now 23-13 after the 2-point conversion fails. 5 minutes to go. Skelton, after another turnover by the Bengals, give the ball back. Flips it up to Larry Fitzgerald, 39 yards, and a little bit of rack, a little bit of yak down to the 1.
Way to grab him, Pack. Grab that hair, Pack.
Was that what he did?
Man, he carried Pack, man.
Grab the hair. Let's go for 2. Where's the safety? Where's the safety?
He's a little late.
Late?
No. What is Pack doing?
Cover 2.
But
he grabbed his hair.
Bengals defense stiffened.
He's a big old man.
Held it with a field goal. So it's just a 6-point deficit here. 3:16 left. What do you do? Just give it to Cedric Benson. He can run the game out. Except he fumbled for 45. Kerry Rhodes recovers it. Calais Campbell jars it loose. Kerry Rhodes recovers it. Bengals fumbles.
Effort. Can't do anything.
A minute 18 left. It's 4th and 5. Cardinal season's on the line. Bengals need to win to stay in this wild card, and if not, even get the 6th seed because they saw the Jets were losing. Early Doucette wide open. Oh, the Buffalo Wild Wings guy hit the sprinkler.
Look, a switch route and two guys are covering one, leaving him alone, and he trips.
Oh, boy. If I had something, I'll throw it at you.
Third and 17, Bernard Scott. 9 yards, not enough for the first down. The Bengals were hit with a personal foul penalty on this set of downs, so without even the requisite timeouts to force this, Skelton has a chance, but he has no timeouts left. And that's the way the Bengals win and improve to 9-6. Let's get the leaper, the vaulter.
Cincinnati Bengals. And here's why. Marvin Lewis. If they beat the Ravens and John Harbaugh, they get in the postseason. Or if they got a little help.
Go get him, Pack. Go get him, Pack. Go get him, Pack. Go get him, Pack.
He didn't get him.
I can't get it.
But Ray Rice jumped right off, man. That was, what, 71 yards to Fred?
70 yards into the game.
Remember a couple years ago in the playoffs against New England, did the same thing, 80 yards, 81 yards?
We only show you this for one or two reasons.
Ball looks to be downed here by Clark Harris. But watch Manny Lawson's going to jump in and touch it, and he's on the line.
Drives you nuts.
So that's a touchback.
Yeah, go down there and stop, and then touch it down, and let them start on the 1 foot line.
I don't know why they do that.
That's why you put them on special teams. Because if they wouldn't do that, they would be starters.
Ray Rice says he has learned so much from that man right there, Ricky Williams. Comes the 26th player in NFL history to rush for over 10,000 yards. Flacco at Dixon. Dixon gets lit up by Reggie Nelson. Call for unnecessary roughness. I don't agree with that one. That didn't look like it was helmet to helmet. It looked like that one was clean.
Why do they have on
Well, they've
helmets?
cautioned the officials to err on the side of caution. Flacco, hit up. Touchdown.
Now, that's a wonderful throw right there by Flacco. Coach, put that ball in the back corner of the end zone.
Up over the top of the corner where only he could get it.
Ravens on top 17-3 at the half. Third quarter, Bengals down 17-3. How about Bernard Scott? Keeps going, just keeps going. 25 yards for the touchdown. So Bengals at home, big game. They had to do a 2-for-1 on ticket sales to get the place sold out.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I went on for
10. Fourth quarter, 17-13. Andy Dalton to Jermaine Gresham trying to get extra yards. Good play by Terrell Suggs. Forces a fumble. And Bernard Pollard comes up with the recovery.
Sizzle should be a contender for defensive MVP this year.
And that's one thing about the Baltimore Ravens. They don't just tackle the man, they always tackle the football.
3 plays later now on a 3rd and 1 after the turnover. You love to have a finisher like Rice.
And then can't nobody tackle him.
51 yards for the touchdown. He had a $191 and 2 TDs on 24 carries. Ravens on top 24-13. Andy Dalton, though, not done. Andrew Hawkins with a great grab there.
That's my man Hawk.
In the same place. I wonder who he's throwing that to.
You know Hawk is from 4th and long also. He was the runner-up in 4th and long. Just in Hollywood. I raised young Hawk.
Bengals added a Mike Nugent field goal, 2 timeouts, 2-minute warning. They decided to kick it deep. Ray Rice stuffed for no gain on a 3rd and 8. So the last chance for the Bengals here with 2 seconds left. Dalton is going to chuck it up for the Hail Mary.
Here it is. What do you do?
Falls incomplete.
You pick it off.
You knock it down.
If Ed Reed is back there, he's trying to get it.
Ravens win at 24-16, so Baltimore now has the 2 seed in the AFC. The Houston Texans in the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Gary Kubiak having an outstanding year, 10-6. And there's the 3rd-round quarterback, now the starting quarterback, T.J. Yates. Andy Dalton with a great rookie season. Played 3 games in Reliance Stadium, 2 in high school and 1 at TCU. Here comes Andy Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Pass interference on Glover Quinn. Prime, you like the call?
Yeah, I really don't because it's against the defensive back. But if you're going to get pass interference, do it because you don't want to give up that big play. That could result into a touchdown.
52-yard penalty gives the Bengals a 1st and 10. A couple of plays later now, and it's Dalton who dumps it off to Brian Leonard.
Good call.
16 yards down to the 1. And on the very next play, it's Cedric Benson. And Philip, this is just how the Bengals wanted to start.
Great start. You're on the road, the playoff game, and you go right down the field, 5 plays, 74 yards for a touchdown.
And now they got a conference, all the quarterbacks there. Both Matts, Jake Delhomme, and Jeff Garcia all talking to T.J. Yates. Arian Foster, 20 yards down the left side. Foster, the NFL's leading rusher a year ago. And now it's Yates with plenty of time to Owen Daniels.
who's hit by Reggie Nelson, drew a flag there.
Here we go with this
You
again.
can't hit anybody.
That's terrible. I can say it, I can't get fined anymore, huh?
You will not get
Just
fined
terrible.
sitting up here.
It's just terrible.
Looked like Nelson hit him in the shoulder
That was
area.
a clean hit.
There's no helmets involved.
Doesn't he have equipment on?
The call was hitting at the
call
helmet
was
neck
bad.
region. I agree with you. Call was bad. Arian Foster for 8 yards. Game's tied up at 7. And Foster got a Texans logo
If I could grow hair, I'd do the same.
carved in there.
We can grow it in the back.
Second quarter here, Dalton looking for A.J. Green, 21 yards, and what a connection Dalton and Green had throughout the regular season. But these are the plays that a young quarterback cannot take. Dalton is sacked here. That was at the 23-yard line, so it backed him up 9 yards. Mike Nugent missed a 50-yard field goal. When you're on the road in the playoffs, can't happen. Next Bengals possession. Dalton looking for Donald Lee. Lee gets away 36 yards. And there is a flag on this play as well. You can't see it here at the very end. Antonio Smith was called for unnecessary roughness. So this time, Nugent was able to knock home a 37-yarder. Bengals on top 10-7. Key 3rd and 4 here. Yates to Owen Daniels for 8 yards.
That's a great job of going through his progressions. Great job.
It's a catch, but Marvin Lewis with some early challenges, Philip. This one was a little surprising because it looked like it was a catch.
It was a catch, and it's a crucial 3rd down, so it could have a chance for a change of possession. But, if you had a chance to look at the replay we're looking at, there's no way you'd challenge that one.
Well, this is the second quarter, and that was the Bengals' second challenge already in the game, so they were out of challenges. T.J. Yates, Andre Johnson, he came back last week.
That's 3rd and 9. That's what he's been missing, a go-to guy on 3rd down.
12th play of the drive here, and it's Yates looking for Johnson. But it's incomplete. Kelly Jennings there on the coverage. No flags there.
You look back. Great play.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He missed that.
So Rackers hit a 39-yard field goal, 1:01 left here in the half. Dalton picked off by J.J. Watt.
Hold it up.
Look at the number. I like the number, too.
Who's going the other way. And Jason, what happened on this play? This is something you've done throughout your career as well, but this is a tremendous play here by Watt.
This is a great job by J.J. Watt, realizing it's a 3-step drop. The ball's going to come out quick, so you're not going to get to the quarterback. Get your hands up and try to knock it down. Now, he's probably going to tell you he meant to pick this off, but it's a pretty darn good play.
It's a big man's dream.
That is a great play.
Huge momentum shift there. 17-10, Texans on top. 3rd quarter, 3rd and 9 here. Bengals trying to get something going. Yates sacked by Reggie Nelson. And so the Bengals now back on offense. Andy Dalton to Ryan Whalen. 20 yards.
Big time throw.
3 plays later on a 3rd and 8, it's Dalton. But he's going to be sacked again by Antonio Smith. How much of a difference has Wade Phillips' prime meant to this defense?
Everything. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Dallas Cowboys.
Now, back on offense. Oh! Chris Crocker could have been going the other way.
Game changer.
You cannot make these mistakes in the postseason.
These are opportunities. Well, that separates the good from the great. Great players make those plays. Ed Reed will still be running right now.
Because, Philip, look what continued to happen on this drive. Here's Yates now to Andre Johnson on a crucial 3rd and 6.
We've shown about 3 or 4 crucial 3rd down conversions, kept drives alive. About T.J. Yates, really him just making plays.
9th play of the drive here, and Andre Johnson had the double move on Adam Jones. And Johnson gets in for the touchdown. Yates, 11 of 20, 157 yards, and that touchdown right there. Brian, what happened here?
That's a game plan play. You know, Adam Jones is the aggressive corner. You want to take advantage of an aggressive cornerback. Play to his strength.
Texans on top, 24-10, 17 unanswered points. What a swing there. Remember that Crocker miss on that interception. Ooh. Jerome Simpson. This week he's a hurdler.
He's going to jump through the goalpost one day.
He's going to get caught in the air one day.
He's going to get the touchdown and the extra point in one play.
Up over Bryce McCain. Last week, of course, he did the amazing flip, and he stuck the landing. 4th quarter, Bengals save drive. But this time, Jason, Earl Mitchell gets to Dalton. And the Texans, their front 7 did a great job.
Yeah, that was the first drive of the 4th quarter there, and that's the way to start it out. Defensively, to make a big stop like that and get a big sack, I mean, that's what Houston wanted to do.
Very next play, a 2nd and 19. Andy Dalton wishes he had that one back, overthrows Jerome Simpson, and now it's Dalton Jermaine Gresham for 16 yards, but it's short of the first down. And so now on a 4th and 3, Bengals are going to pump, but Gary Kubiak calls a timeout, so Marvin Lewis changes his mind, sends his offense back on the field, 4th and 3. And Dalton realizes right away he's in trouble. Trying to make a play, though, just put it up there for something to happen.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And Jonathan Joseph comes up with the interception. Had he knocked it down, they would have had the ball at a much better place. But, Prime, I know you like the interception.
Yeah, I like the picks. But look at that footwork. Look at the vision. Look at the patience. That's a man. Pay that man.
And, Philip, we talked about it here as you see James Casey get the ball. Texans weren't going to put the ball up in the air now. They just want to run the clock.
Yeah. I understand the call. I'm not real sure about the ball carrier, but I do understand the call.
Texans were forced to punt after they didn't convert on 3rd down. And then here, Dalton picked off by Daniel Manning. Keep in mind, Marvin Lewis doesn't have any challenges left. Not that he necessarily would have challenged here, but it was close as to whether Manning got that back foot down.
Good job. That's the way to go and get it at its highest point. Great job.
Texans now trying to put a fork into the Bengals. Give it to Arian Foster.
Close your eyes.
Do you see this, man?
Pushes Crocker out of the way. 42 yards for the touchdown.
I hope Crocker kids are asleep.
Texans on top, 31
I wouldn't
to 10.
even go in the house if you did me like that, man. I got kids. You cannot do me like that.
How about Arian Foster? 24 carries, 153 yards, and a couple of touchdowns as the quarterbacks have a conversation. There's owner Bob McNair of the Texans, Andre Johnson. They get their first postseason victory in franchise history. The Texans roll 31-10, so next week they're going to face the Baltimore Ravens next Sunday. Foster rushing for 153 yards. Yates completing just 11 passes for 159 yards. But the Texans are moving on.